Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to walk you through my minimal everyday photography setup. Now, of course, I have a lot of gear, and when I'm out traveling, I bring a lot more gear with me, but on an everyday basis, I'm not bringing that stuff with me. I carry one camera, I carry a small little bag, and I carry a few essential things that if the moment arises where I want to take a picture, I have all the tools that I need to do that, and I can capture something beautiful when I'm out and about. And I carry this stuff with me pretty much everywhere I go, whether I'm going out to dinner with my friends, or I'm going to the movies, or I'm going to the beach. I always have this gear with me because one of the things that I hate the most is coming across something epic and not having a camera to shoot it. So that's what I'm going to show you guys in this video, just my minimal everyday photography setup. And if you do want to see all the gear that I use, if I'm traveling or I'm doing a more robust shoot, I'll definitely bring more gear. I'm not going to talk about that here, but if you do want to see a list of all the gear that I use and recommend, as well as a ton of other resources that are essential for photographers, go ahead and download my free travel photographer's toolkit. There's a link in the description, and I hope you guys enjoy. So the foundation of any everyday carry photography kit is, of course, the bag. You need a bag that works, that looks cool, and that you're happy to bring outside with you every time you leave the house. And for me, there's two bags that I use. There's kind of two main setups. The first one is the Long Weekend bag by Long Weekend. This is Willem Verbeek's brand. He's another YouTuber. Awesome channel, awesome products, and I love this little thing. This is like my little purse that I carry with me. I put my wallet in here, my AirPods, my camera, basically everything that I need, I can put in this tiny little bag, and I just sling this over my shoulder and I'm out and about. So whether I'm hanging out with friends, I'm doing something super simple, basically this is just my purse that I do not leave the house without, and that includes my camera as well. So this is kind of the one that I use the most, but if I am going to work and I want to bring my laptop, I will bring my Wotancraft Pilot 10-liter bag, and this one is equally just as good. I mean, this is a much more robust bag. It's bigger, it holds a ton more gear, but most importantly, somehow it holds a 16-inch MacBook Pro. So I can go out and work with this thing. I can keep my camera in here, my laptop, and pretty much anything that I need, I can carry in this bag. Now, like I said, this bag does hold a lot more. So if you want to go out and do like a dedicated shoot, you could bring this bag as well because it holds a ton of gear, and I travel with this as well. Because it can just hold so much. So this is a much more robust everyday carry bag, but this is the one that I bring when I'm just gonna be working on my laptop, because I can put the laptop in here, which still shocks me. The first time I put it in there, I did not think it was going to fit, but it did, and I was pretty stoked about that. But both of these bags together are pretty much bags that I do not leave the house without. Like I said, if I'm going to work, I bring this one, or if I'm just leaving the house for any other reason, I bring the Long Weekend bag, which is just a great little everyday bag. It doesn't get in the way, and it just works really well. But while the bag is the foundation, of course, we need to talk cameras, and I think you guys already know what's coming, but my everyday camera of choice is the Fuji X100VI, and I don't think I need to say a whole lot about this camera. For me, it's absolutely perfect. I used the X100V for years before I got this, and for me, it's just the perfect balanced everyday carry camera that has really good image quality in a compact size, and it looks cool as well. So I love to take this out with me because it shoots great photos, it looks great, and the X100VI also shoots insane video. And I just made a video reviewing this camera. If you guys haven't seen that yet, you can click up there to check that out. But I think one of the things that makes this camera so great is the fact that it can shoot high quality 4K 10-bit video, and the versatility in that for me is everything, because I like to keep a simple setup, but I also want to go out and shoot content for YouTube. Even if I'm just shooting some simple B-roll, I can do that on this camera, and I can shoot some really nice cinematic video on this camera. And I think from a photography perspective, there's not a whole lot to say. Everyone knows these cameras are already really great. And even though it is a smaller sensor than my full frame Sony, I think the image quality is really, really good, and it captures images that I am more than happy with. And for me, the 35mm full frame focal length is perfect for me as well, because I shoot with a 35 prime on my Sony all the time. I'm filming on it now, and it's just my favorite focal length. I think it's perfectly balanced, and I love confining myself to one focal length at 35mm. So this camera, like I said, I don't think I have to say a whole lot about it, because it really is like the ultimate everyday carry camera. It works great, it looks cool, it takes awesome photos, and not much else to say about it. But for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you guys will know that I also like to shoot film quite a bit. And sometimes I'll leave the house with only a film camera and not my Fuji X100VI. And when I do leave the house with a film camera, this is the one that I bring. This is the Konica Hexar RF, a fully electronic rangefinder released in 1999. And it's a beautiful little camera that I just really enjoy shooting with. It's a Leica M mount, so it's a manual focus lens, but everything else in the camera is fully electronic. Now, I'm not going to go into all the spec details about this camera. I made another video on this, which you can check it out up there, but I am a huge fan of shooting film, and this fits perfectly inside of my long weekend bag. So I bring this out with me quite a bit, and I capture some really beautiful moments that I just see when I'm out and about, because I really am inspired to shoot film right now, and I love having just a cool little camera that I can leave the house with and capture some memories with. But before I show you guys the last camera that I bring with me pretty much every time I leave the house, we need to talk about today's video sponsor, and that is Artlist. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of Artlist by now because they are legends in the creator community, but if you haven't, Artlist is a royalty-free digital assets platform with thousands of high-quality music tracks, sound effects, and stock footage. And for me, Artlist is my one-stop shop for all of my creative needs as a YouTuber. It's the first place I go when I'm starting a new project because Artlist has one of the best music search features in the entire industry, and it looks at your channel, looks at all the music that you listen to, and it recommends you new music that it thinks you're gonna like. And recently I've been obsessed with this artist on Artlist named Aves. The music that you can hear in the background is from him, and he was originally recommended to me by Artlist's AI music search feature, but now I find myself listening to his music pretty much all the time, and you can hear his music in pretty much all of my videos as well. Now, Artlist also has a massive library of sound effects, stock video footage, and motion graphics templates that you can just drag and drop into your videos to spice things up. And this is a big one for me because I don't want to fiddle around in After Effects, and all I have to do is drag and drop these motion graphics templates into my timeline, and I have transitions, I have titles, I have all these different creative features that I can use to help keep my audience engaged. Now, I've been using Artlist for years now, and honestly, it's been one of the best investments that I've made in my business, and I recommend it to pretty much every creator that I meet, whether they're big or small. And thankfully, Artlist has a wide range of subscription plans to meet you where you're at as a creative. So whether you're just starting out, you need something a little bit cheaper, or if you're working on projects with bigger clients, Artlist has you covered. So if you're looking for highly curated music, sound effects, stock footage, plugins, and templates, then head down to the first link in the description where you can sign up to Artlist and get 2 months free. It really has been one of the best investments that I've made in my creative business, and I think you guys are gonna love it as well. So thank you so much, Artlist, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. All right, so like I said before, there is another camera that I pretty much do not leave the house without. And this thing is so convenient. It's completely changed the way I make YouTube videos, and it is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And this thing is amazing. And when it first came out, I thought to myself, what a weird little camera. It's so small, it's for beginners. That's definitely not for me. And then I saw some other creators getting it, and I saw the video footage that was coming out of this thing, and I realized how much of an awesome tool this little camera actually is. You swipe it to the side, the camera pops out, and it shoots super high quality 4K video. It's great for vlogging, it's great for shooting cinematic footage, it's great for documenting trips, documenting your day, or just capturing moments when you're out and about. And for me, this has been a really easy way to just capture footage for some of my videos, and I've been such a big fan of this little thing. I think I've created like 2 or 3 videos using exclusively this camera by this point because I was too lazy to pull out my Sony or my Fuji to film something. And it doesn't take up a lot of space. Even if I have both of these cameras in my bag, they're both so small and compact, and I can shoot a ton of awesome content with these 2 tiny little tools that really pack a punch. So even though this is something that I use like when I'm actually making videos, it's also something that I use when I'm just going out with my friends, because it's a great way to document moments while you're out and about, even if you're just documenting your life or you just want to capture some quick video footage that you can use in one of your upcoming videos. This thing has been a game changer for content creators, and I think that's why it's so popular right now. But I love carrying this little camera with me, and it pretty much does not leave my side. You could legitimately run a YouTube channel with just these 2 cute little cameras right here, because that's how awesome these 2 cameras are. But that's kind of the gist of my overall setup. It's super simple. I don't carry a lot of stuff with me, but there are a few other accessories that I don't like to leave the house without. And the first of which is, of course, my AirPods Pro. I don't think I have to say a whole lot about these. These are amazing. I can listen to music when I'm shooting. We drive motorbikes here in Bali, so I just pop these in my ears, put my helmet on, and I can't hear the road at all. I can just listen to music. I can jam out. I can listen to a podcast. I can listen to Aves on Artlist, and these are an essential tool, I think, for anybody because they're so convenient, and these are always in either one of my bags when I'm going out and about. Now, the other thing that I do not leave the house without, especially here in Bali where it is scorching hot are my sunglasses. Now these are from Melon. It's a great brand. I think I paid like $50 or $60 for these, and I've had them for 2 years. And what's so great about these is you can switch out the lenses. So if you scratch the lens, it only costs like $10 and you can replace just one lens. I'm gonna find that really convenient. They're super durable. I've taken these to Switzerland. I've taken these into the depths of raves at 3 in the morning, and they're just really convenient, nice sunglasses that I bring with me everywhere. Not too expensive, and I would highly recommend them. Now, lastly, in both of my bags, I carry a microfiber cloth, and this is just a simple microfiber cloth that came with one of the filters that I got. And I just keep it right in the front here, nice and easy, good to go. And the last thing I wanted to mention is my camera strap that I use for my film camera and my Fuji. And pretty much every video where this camera strap appears, I get a comment asking me where it's from. And it's honestly just a super cheap strap that I got on Amazon. There's a link down in the description. You guys can check it out. But it was about $15. I can't even pronounce the name of the brand because it's super random, but it's great. And it has these leather pieces that protect your camera from getting scratched. So if you are going to be using like a small camera like this, a film camera that's really beautiful, you want to keep it nice and pristine, definitely get a strap that has one of the leather bits in between there, so your camera's not going to get scratched by the strap itself. And these are super durable, they're really strong, they're simple, they look good, and they work really well. And these straps never leave my Konica and they never leave my Fuji because I trust them and they've worked great so far. Now you might also be wondering about my watch. Now this is the Apple Watch Ultra, and I picked this up about 2 years ago, and it pretty much never leaves my wrist. It's great, I sleep with it, I track all my sleep, I track all my fitness. And one of the things I really like about it is when I'm doing a photo walk and I'm in Europe and I'm trekking like 20 or 30,000 steps in a day, this will track all of it. And then I have a sense of gratitude at the end of the day that I did a bunch of exercise, even though I skipped the gym for that day. So I think watches are kind of a huge part of any everyday photography carry. I'm a big fan of watches, and this is my choice, but I also do love analog watches. And when I do go out with an analog watch, I go out with the Seiko SKX 007. This is a legendary dive watch, and I've taken this thing with me all around the world. It looks great, it's not too expensive, it's super durable, and I'm a huge fan of this little watch. But those are all the things that I carry with me on a daily basis. And like I said, it's really not a lot. You don't need to carry a whole lot of things with you to capture cool photos. And when I'm traveling and I have a more robust shoot or I'm working for a client, I certainly will bring more gear than this. But on an everyday basis, if I'm just hanging out with my friends, we're going to the beach and I want to carry something small, this is what I take with me every day. And I've captured some really amazing photos with this setup, because sometimes you come across a scene that is extremely beautiful, and it's really nice to have a camera by your side that's easy to pull out and just snap a couple photos, or even just documenting your life, hanging out with your family, capturing some photos of your pets, and just creating memories. Because at the end of the day, while these beautiful photos that we capture out and about are amazing and they're inspiring, the photos that you're going to care about the most when you're old are going to be the photos of you and your friends and your family and the people that you love. So that's one of the main reasons why I carry all this gear with me every day, because I never want to miss those moments that mean the most to me. But that is all for this video, guys. And before you go, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video, as well as all of my other videos here on YouTube. I am currently 4 subscribers away from 100,000 subscribers, and that's insane. I'm probably going to hit it in about 30 or 40 minutes. And I just wanted to say thank you for supporting me here on the channel over the years. I never thought I would make it to this point here on the channel, but I am more motivated than ever to create content for you guys on a consistent basis. So thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for watching my content. I really look forward to creating more content for you going forward, and I have a lot of really cool ideas as well. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, I will chat with you again very soon, and I hope you have a great day.